Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. Everybody guys, another episode of our Pokemon Infinity Nuzlocke Let's Play. If you guys are excited for this one, show some love and hit that like button down below, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Big shout outs to all the aDrive live members and all the early access members. I do want to take a second though and apologize to those who are early access. My intention was to continue to have early access episodes up. However, I'm recording this one and I know that this one probably wasn't early. Why is that, you may ask? It just seemed like a domino of events happened that ultimately led us to falling a little bit behind between my editor losing power and me. I actually just got my COVID booster shot, so I'm recording this and I don't know how I'm gonna feel in the next few hours. Honestly, I'm just trying to get as much done as I can, so my apologies. Again, we were ahead the whole time and then I kind of like fell behind, and it wasn't because of lack of effort, I promise you that. So I'll try my best to get ahead again. I don't know how much longer we have left in this game, to be honest, but I did, and the other part too is I spent 3+ hours grinding, by the way, and that's really what messed us up. I would have had the episode early, but I had to grind up the team. So here's the team. I got them trained up. It took a long time. We got Markoth here. You already know about Markoth the Mighty. Very, very powerful, of course. Zippo, the same. I did find a glitch that I just sent to the developer. This thing cannot learn Draco Meteor. I just went to try to learn it and it can't. A little bit bummed about that. Shady has made it to the team. Welcome to the team, Jollybird. Always loves giving out presents. Thick Fat is its ability. This is the evolved form of Delibird. I used the Astral Stone on it, and you can see it's very bulky. Very, very bulky. Ice Beam, Dazzling Gleam, Earthquake, Freeze Dry. So very, very cool Pokemon here. We've got Spirit, of course, with the Bright Powder, Adamant Nature, Mox, you already know. Ripjaw, the same as it's been, just an absolute legend. And last but not least, Goliath has joined the team, and it has Intimidate. Timid Nature's really bad, but it does have a Cell Rock Swords Dance, Earthquake Outrage. So the idea is to Swords Dance up and deal some massive damage with the Expert Belt. So some pretty cool stuff. But I gotta talk to my man here, because he's chilling. How's your search for the ARKHAOS shard going? Oh, I have a question today, by the way. Who's been your favorite member of the team, whether they're alive or not? Let me know in the comment section below. You did what? Come out on top of some big tournament? That's incredible, aDrive. I thought I heard Geralt fantasizing about starting a tournament back in the day. Good to see he went through with it. How cool is it that you got to be a part of it? What an astounding coincidence that the specific shard of Charged Arcanium we needed was also part of the trophy for that tournament. Nevertheless, you've acquired the last energy signature we need. I will go down into the lab, remove the stone from the trophy, and load it into the machine. And don't worry, I've got some leftover Arcanium from Eco Rock that I can use and fashion into a replacement to put in the trophy. No one will be the wiser. Oh man, I'm about to pull some stuff here. The plan is to send you home. We've got a few things we must do in the lab, but once we're done, you'll be leaving Egho. I guess my point is, if you had any unfinished business you wanted to take care of, you may want to do that before we bid our farewell. When you're ready, as always, I'll be in the lab. All right, let's get it. I don't have anything to do. I'm ready to go. I got potions. I trained up my team. I really don't think there's anything else for me to do at this point. Maybe I could explore, train up, but I mean, guys, like I legitimately have grinded. In fact, you can even see here from the PC that I grinded up a full team. Like I got extras just in case, right? Like 77, 69, these guys are extras just in case. And obviously I left a lot of encounters untouched, but I really think we have a good team. So I'm ready to go. Let's make sure I'm healed and let's dive in. The machine is booted up and ready to go. It's calibrating coordinates on your calculated origin point. We've just gotta wait on that finishing to process. There's one last task I need you to complete. Even though the advanced quantum particle displacer is the most powerful technological marvel of our time, it's not perfect. It can only compute information from this reality. In order for you to get home, the machine has to be able to send and receive information from a small pocket in reality to return to you. The physics of every reality probably vary, which means the machine would need a way to understand how to calculate that information. This is where you come in. I figured out how to upgrade its quantum processing so that the varying laws of physics don't break it. It has upgraded internally at the quantum level. He's lost me already. By quantum level, I mean smaller than the size of atoms. I'm gonna shrink you. Don't worry, it's completely safe. I've already been running successful tests on inanimate objects. The scary part will when you dematerialize and turn it to digital information. So I'm basically gonna turn you into a computer program for a few minutes so we can upgrade the operating system. Since you come from the reality we're trying to reach, it should be able to use your information, now digitized, as a mean of upgrading its physics translation software. I'll load the updated software onto your suit that you'll be equipped with, and we'll use that energy from Palkia to shrink the space between your atoms, then use the reality distorting power to Giratina to turn you into digital information, and then Dialga's energy will help stabilize the process's assets as it assists in synchronizing the energy flow. I promise it, this is a lot. I promise aDrive, you'll only be fine. It'll only take a few minutes. This is it. One last quick adventure into digital space. After that, it's back off to where you belong. Like I said, if you got anything else you want to do before you go home, this is your last chance. When you're ready, just take a step into the machine. I feel like this is it. I honestly, like, I can't think of anything I need to do. Is there anything I need to do? I don't know. I guess I'll check my held items just in case there's battles. I'm YOLOing. Let's get it. I got nothing. Initializing space bending protocol. Quantifying biological molecular values. Digitizing. Okay. This is a pre-recorded message to instruct you how to upgrade the computer internally. You've been placed in the quantum confines of the processing unit. All you need to do is make contact with the 4 nodes located in the vicinity. Once you make contact with an active node, it will create a new set of neural pathways that will help you traverse. I've installed a custom copy of Porygon.exe in your suit. Each node activated will also play a part in installing and upgrading Porygon. The pathfinding AI in Porygon is a little buggy, so if Porygon gets stuck, just walk over one of the new pathways. Every time you step on one, it will temporarily give Porygon the ability to pass through solid objects. Okay, I guess I just gotta find these things? This one's not active, okay. Node activated. And here's Porygon. Oh, he's turning more and more into a regular Porygon. I'm like in the Matrix. Initiating extraction protocol. What is that? aDrive obtained Porygon-X. Would you like to give Porygon-X a nickname? Oh my god! I'm gonna name it Twitch! We just got a new mon! Porygon-X! He goes to the PC. Alright, sweet. Great work! The machine upgraded successfully and it looks like Porygon joined you in your return. Luckily, the extra guest didn't cause any issues. It actually looks like it evolved as it was transferred back. Well, this is the end of our path. We may not have figured out why you were brought here, but at least we figured out how to get you home. The machine has already made contact with your home reality and should be ready to go shortly. You know, what we've done here is remarkable, groundbreaking even. With the power that we've collected from Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, we have essentially harnessed the power to travel through infinite realities. I know you probably focused on just making it home, but think about the possibilities. We were able to witness a part of Egho from 100 years ago, just with Dialga's power alone. With all 3 forces synchronized together, we would be able to step foot into any alternative time, place, or dimension that we could fathom. The wonders and achievements we could witness, the mysteries we could solve. aDrive, we have opened a door to infinite possibilities. I'm ecstatic at the discoveries that may be waiting for us. Not us, just me, I suppose. It's time for you to go home. You've gone through a lot to get to this point, and I must say, it's been a pleasure working with you. I wish you the best upon your return home. I will finalize the destination one last time. What the? Did you feel that? What in the world is going on? Whatever happened has knocked out the power for this part of the lab. We need to go figure out what's going on. Good news, the PC works, so we're not completely doomed. Time to figure out what caused all the commotion. I'll wait for you, I suppose. Okay, so I can actually go to the PC and see this new mon. Level 40, electric, normal, adaptability, Porygon. That's actually kind of sick, dude. That's actually kind of sick. Okay, I guess I'm going out there. Oh my god! I thought that capturing the deities would have put an end to Thorne's schemes. After seeing you at the ARKHAOS ruins, I realized he must have had a contingency plan. How else would you have shown up 100 years in the past without Dialga? I should have known better than to think I could outsmart Thorne. I told you to stay out of this. I told you to stop working with him. I didn't want you to have to get involved, aDrive. My entire mission was to stop Thorne from using you as a means to his end. Well, this all looks pleasant. aDrive, who do we have here? You know exactly who I am, and at this point, I'm sure the kid does too. I mean, you do see a tad familiar, I guess. aDrive, I need you to listen to me. Professor Thorne is taking advantage of your amnesia to make you help him accomplish something more nefarious than he's leading on. He's using you to gather the resources he needs to create a machine that will distort time and reality. I am from the future, in which he succeeds by capturing the 3 deities. In my timeline, he siphoned the energy from Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina to power his machine. The reason I know he's using you is because he did the same to me when I was your age. aDrive, I am you from an alternative future. Hence why his name is you! I have seen what Thorne has done, hopping through different times and realities without any regard for the collateral damage he leaves behind. I need to stop him, here and now. To be fair, you paint me in a very negative light. It's not like I'm jumping through realities maliciously, purposefully disrupting people's lives. I was never manipulating aDrive. It just so happened that both of our goals intertwined. Also, I absolutely do care about the ripple effects of our actions through the multiverse. I just see them as too inconsequential to affect my overall pursuit for knowledge. Otherwise, everything else sounds pretty accurate. This is why I must stop you. I will protect the multiverse from you, once and for all. Ha! That's impossible. How can that be impossible when you've always told me that the possibilities are infinite? Because there's a difference between cliche inspirational quotes and hard science. The very fact that you're here is proof that I've already succeeded. Think, aDrive. How did I know to collect the Arcanium shards instead of the deities? Why did I send aDrive back 100 years ago instead of just before they excavated the ARKHAOS shard? To taunt me because you knew what I was doing? Precisely. I knew the instant you sent your team fake grunt to sabotage the first scan. Oh, by the way, if you're gonna try to take the moral high ground, you may want to stop snatching kids out of different realities to work for you. You heard right, aDrive. All those team fake grunts you had to fight have just been your rival Teal, pulled from alternative timelines. Hey, I didn't snatch Teal. They agreed to join me. Wait, what does any of this have to do with stopping you? Oh, right. The reason I knew you were what you were up to is because we've done this back and forth a dozen times before. You aren't the first to try to stop me. I applaud your efforts, I really do, but you should know by now that they always prove futile. You see, once you've unlocked the gateway to the infinite multiverse, it cannot be closed again. The first timeline in which I succeeded in accessing infinite realities was the only one needed to guarantee a flourishing multiverse. It cannot be undone. Every few realities there will be a scenario just like this where you try to stop me, but always end up a few steps behind. I inevitably give you the same spiel where I explain the insignificance of your efforts. Then we of course battle it out to determine who's right. That's how it's always gone and that's how it always will go. So that's it? You're just gonna keep interfering in different realities no matter whose life you ruin? Right, because it doesn't matter. What, their lives don't matter? In the grand scale of infinity, no, they do not. Their lives, our lives, all lives do not truly matter. We are but dust in the eyes of giants, a drop in the endless ocean of chaos. Those people's lives matter to them. Right, you are, aDrive. Something you fail to understand though is just how vast infinity truly is. When there are an infinite number of timelines and realities, everything and anything that could possibly happen already has. We're all a microscopic fraction of the universe, observing and experiencing itself. The people whose lives may be affected by our reality, hoping actions are worse off in a million different realities and better off in a million others. Our actions on a universal scale are inconsequential, insignificant, practically non-existent. In time, you will come to understand that. I would never accept having a lack of empathy for other people's lives like you have. Is it not obvious to you yet, aDrive? I am you, from an even farther future than you are to younger aDrive. But that's impossible. Possibilities are infinite. How can that be? It's very simple, aDrive. Who better to work with than yourself? Over the last few decades, I have been showing up in alternative timelines of my past in hopes of accomplishing goals more efficiently. I adopt the alias of Professor Thorne simply because I like the way it sounds. I spend time teaching younger me things I wish I had known sooner. I have created a vast network of alternate versions of ourselves, all working together to study and explore the infinite realities we have at our disposal. So not only is you me, but Thorne is me and you, and it's all crazy right now. Every once in a while, one of us will rebel, thinking it's the right thing to do. Talk about being your own worst enemy, am I right? Alas, I have yet to see a defector succeed. Like they say, there's a first time for everything. Optimistic of you to assume that they will be the one to prove the sentiment correct. aDrive, come on, help me stop Thorne once and for all. As soon as we put an end to all this, the sooner I can get you home. Oh man, I have to decide who I want to face. Do I battle you or do I battle Thorne? That's a tough decision. That's a tough decision. I think... Oh man, I don't know. My gut is battle... Oh man. So if I battle you and beat him, then Thorne sends me to my reality, right? Because that's the whole objective. If I battle Thorne, then... Bro, I don't even know. I feel like I gotta battle Thorne, don't I? And I gotta believe that you, because Thorne has been doing all these things, right? I gotta battle Thorne, bro. I gotta battle Thorne. Poor choice, aDrive. You see, through our main power supply and networking infrastructure were wiped out, the PC storage was still intact. It was actually able to sync up with my multiverse storage system right after you upgraded the computer. The multiverse storage system is an upgrade that I made that makes me access any Pokemon we've caught from any reality. It was connected just long enough to give me access to our secret weapon. Behold, the creator of the multiverse, ARKHAOS! This is ARKHAOS, the one Pokemon above all, the creator of Arceus and the cosmic deities. Oh, and I get to battle it! Well, hot diggity dog to that! And he's only got one mon and it's level 88. I'm gonna click Outrage and hope I don't die. Cosmic Ray. Okay. I did 0 damage to him, so that's fun. And there goes Markoth the Mighty. I mean, and we're gonna get wrecked, aren't we? Let's go Ripjaw. And maybe I can poison ARKHAOS. Cosmic Ray, let's see. Does anything resist Cosmic Ray? Clearly not me. I don't get the poison. I feel like everything just dies to Cosmic Ray, doesn't it? Do I just lose everything now? It's certainly feeling like I may just lose everything right now. And there's not a Comet Shower? Maybe I live Comet Shower? I do? I need a poison so badly. Ripjaw, I needed you to get a poison so badly, dude. Okay, I'm gonna use a full restore here, and maybe he Comet Showers and I can live 2 and then I can get a poison off. I feel like that's like my only hope right now. Cosmic Ray again, yeah, it's not looking too good here, guys. Okay, wait, actually, if I can snag a poison, there's actually hope right now. He crits me. Okay, I think we just lose, guys. I'm gonna try not to lose, but I'm gonna go Spirit. I should have went Goliath. Maybe I'm gonna go for Vanish. I mean, I don't think I live anyway. Yeah, he crits me again. This is just the end, everyone. This is just the end. I don't even know what you're supposed to do against this thing. I'm gonna intimidate him. It's solid, right? And then I guess I'm gonna go for the, do I Swords Dance Excel Rock? I'll Swords Dance. Swords Dance Excel Rock. I think actually I should have just, oh my God, dude. How are you supposed to beat this thing? Maybe he misses. Yeah, I just do like so little damage. I'm not sure there's anything I could really do here. It's kind of unfortunate. Maybe I freeze with Shady, right? Like maybe Shady can freeze him with an Ice Beam. Feels like a solid bet. You can live 1, right? Oh, it's super effective against Fairy. Or Ice, whichever one. So that's just it, guys. That's just it. I guess I get Nostril Flare for the priority, hope I get 2 off. And hope it's enough. Or I Blast Burn, which probably doesn't do enough. I need to hit him twice, is really what it comes down to, and I'm not convinced I get to do that right now. So I think I Nostril Flare. I missed. Oh, it doesn't even work. He's immune to fire. Or priority, one of the 2. And now I 100% lose because I can't even attack him. Yeah, that's it. GG's. We just straight lose. I guess I could have revived something. I guess I didn't really think about that, but we lost against Professor Thorne. You kind of zoned out there. Let's go check out what's going on outside. Do I just get to do it again? Is it, are we just here? I remember us already having this confrontation. Well, this all looks pleasant. aDrive, who do we have here? You said all that already. What is happening? A time loop, obviously. That means we've already had this exchange. I already explained myself. Did I lose? You haven't necessarily lost yet. My plan just hasn't succeeded, so we're gonna try again. This gives me one more chance to stop you. How can it be impossible when you've always... How are you still not understanding? We have done this countless times. This version of you just hasn't experienced it yet. It'll keep happening until I ultimately win. We'll keep repeating this moment until aDrive does what needs to be done. We may possibly be stuck in the same moment for a while, so get used to it. You know my contingency plans having contingencies. It was actually younger us who helped me pull it off. Once aDrive was able to initiate the computer upgrade... Wait, younger us? What do you mean us? It's just me and younger me. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I haven't gotten to that part yet. I'm future you, and you are future aDrive, which in turn means I am either farther future version of aDrive. I guess that tracks. I should have known you had a better handle on time travel than I did. Now you're starting to get it. So we battle you, I try to stop you, and if I lose, it just gets reset anyway? It's not quite that simple. It's more of a merging of timelines, but you'll see, I guess. I have no option left to make my final stand. Come help me stop Thorne once and for all. I mean, guys, I lost, but I think we're just supposed to keep trying. Does he just do Arceus again? I feel like I can beat it though. Like, I feel like if I snag the poison, I can win. Is that crazy though? I feel like I actually, if I get the poison, I win though. I'm gonna outrage. Comet shower, that's fine. Like, we take that. I get an outrage off. Comet shower again, I get a second outrage off. This is already better than last time. I mean, it's level 88, right? Like, the chance of me actually beating, that's massive. I just did a ton of damage to him. Okay, he's actually really weak right now. Wait a minute. He's actually really weak right now. Like, I think I just beat him here. I beat him this time with only one loss. What are the chances of that? Is this what you wanted? It doesn't matter, aDrive. Future you had destroyed our lab. We only have one other choice if you want to go home. It's time for Arceus to reset this reality. In its place will be a new reality, devoid of any more outside interference. I hope this is the last time I have to do this. I don't know what's even happening anymore. Just so you know, I always planned to send you home. That was my mission through all of this. The only reason I got so seemingly out of hand back there is because it had to. It had to be something extravagant, a big climactic send-off, a satisfying conclusion to your grand adventure. But it wasn't satisfying, was it? There are still places unexplored, stones unturned. Such is the nature of dreams, I suppose. There's always more dreams that we can't seem to reach. If only we could stay asleep. We've come too far to give up now. It's finally time for us to go. None of us has been real, just a figment our brain conjured up. A fantasy world that brings us a sense of comfort. A way for us to cope with the reality we fear waking back up to. All an internal psychological struggle against yourself. I knew you weren't put here because of Celebi's time warping mischief. You were just the victim of a fragile mental psyche. But the dream is over. Our journey is done. Wake up. Bro, what? Where am I now? Get well cards, Nintendo DS on the counter. I've got a toilet. Medicine bottles. aDrive Russian after being found unconscious, currently comatose, but shows some brain activity. There should be an on-site, refer to the phone numbers in the patient directory. If I wake up, I'm not allowed to fall asleep. Oh, okay, don't fall back asleep then. All right, this is pretty wild. You can see your parents at the end of the hallway. Do I want to go home? Not yet. Dr. Wormwood, I had some thoughts on the patient you've been working with for the last few weeks. I've spoken with one of my neurologist buddies and they got gears turning about possible solutions. Dr. Lucy. Oh my God, I can go back to sleep and there's no guarantee that I'll wake back up. Or I can go talk to my parents and go back home. I feel like I gotta see what happens if I go back to sleep, right? I gotta do it. Why do I have these choices? That's the end. That's the end. Is that it? I think that's it. I think I did the wrong thing. I think I needed to go talk to mom. The end? Question mark. I don't know if it's the end. Okay, I'm back in a house. Come back to the lab. Wait a minute. Lucy? I guess we're good to keep going. I don't know. Nice to see you. I was worried you'd forgotten us about becoming the Trident Champion. I'm glad you stopped by. I was wrapping up the Egho Trainer Orientation where I give new and upcoming trainers their first Pokemon. I just happen to have 2 Pokemon left and they're ones you didn't choose when you first left my lab. I figured the best person to raise them would be the one that just became a champion. Oh, we get Bulbasaur. Well, that's kind of cool. My boy Asparagus and Squirtle. My boy Shellshock. I know they'll do great. Maybe they'll end up in the next Trident tournament. It sounds like the tournament was a big hit that a cruise line from Kanto's docked in Haysport. The SS Anne is a world-trotting cruise line. I believe it stopped at Sinnoh before docking here. Keep at it, aDrive. You're making everyone proud. Wait, I just checked my Pokemon and I only have 2 Pokemon now. So do I not have Pokemon anymore? My Pokedex is still full. Are they in a PC? And I can't go that way. Bro, what? Do I just play the game now? Again? With 2 starters? What? What is even going on? Overcoat and rough skin. I only have 2 Pokemon now. Do I have anything in my bag? Oh, I still have everything in my bag though. I just don't have my Pokemon. Oh my God, I have to battle a trainer. Does the whole game just start over? It's a double battle. What is going on right now? I'm so confused. Oh, bubble hits both. I didn't know that bubble hits both. That's kind of sick. It's a do you just play the whole game over now? Like from the beginning with a new team? Is that actually what's about to happen? There's no way we just play the whole game again. Like, I guess there's a way, but like, is there really a way? I'm so confused. I mean, my team did lose, right? So it's like, I guess I have a new team now. What is going on, dude? Shellshock's learning Nimbus Fist. I never got to see what that was. 35 base power, lowering accuracy. It's a water move, physical water move. I have no idea what's even happening. I mean, I guess I get an encounter on this route. Everything's like blocked off again. This is actually crazy. I made it to Sea Ridge to get to the Pokemon Center, and they won't let me actually access it. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I made it to Wormwoods. I figured that I had to come talk to him. What a bittersweet surprise. The fact that you're here means I failed. I suppose I owe you an explanation. Okay, so I did what I was supposed to do. I figured out a long time ago that all of this was just in our head. Time is different here, so it's hard to say for certain how long we've been perceiving all this, but it feels like decades. For you, it's probably more like 21 hours and 52 minutes, just as a rough estimate. See, as my journey started out like yours, I woke up in Genesis Forest, went back to ARKHAOS, got a starter, and so on and so forth. Except there was no Professor Thorne. The hilltop used to be barren. My journey took me around Egho, collecting the badges, exploring the places, doing the classic sequence of events of an ideal Pokemon adventure. I did eventually come face to face with the space-time deities, and I bested them on several occasions. I went on space adventures with Palkia, traveled through time with Dialga, didn't do a whole lot with Giratina, that one's a bit unsettling to be around, but on occasion, when I did have all 3 of them by my side, we started on the path to breaking open the multiverse. When working with just Dialga, it's difficult to create a divergent timelines because Dialga likes to keep things in order. But with the space energy of Palkia and the dark energy of Giratina, we're able to make the first alternate timeline. I had them send me back to create a new timeline, in which I got to work with a younger version of myself. Knowing what I had learned for the few years of adventuring around Egho, I was able to help my younger self grow and progress more efficiently. Then working together, we did it again. We continued making branching timelines just to explore and discover all we could in this fantastic world. But one day we hit the limit. We made one too many branched timelines. Unbeknownst to us, at the time, there is one Pokemon that is higher than Arceus, one that came before it. I have named it ARKHAOS. It can exist through all dimensions, but first to stay in the void around our reality. It lays eggs in that void. From those eggs come new universes, and an Arceus to go with it. When we were created with branching timelines, it started to disrupt the dark space that ARKHAOS and the other universes inhabited. So ARKHAOS intervened to see what was going on, and in that battle that followed, ARKHAOS reset our reality, realigning the timeline and setting things right. Before waking up from the reset, for a brief moment I could hear my parents' voices. They were telling me to wake up, and that they'd be there with me until I woke up. And when I was finally able to wake up, I was in Genesis Forest again. I knew what I had heard. I knew this time around that I was experiencing an Egho wasn't real. But I went along with it anyway, because I figured if I'm gonna be here, I might as well enjoy myself. Why wake up when the reality I'm experiencing right now is more comfortable and enjoyable than the one that I call home? So I stayed here for years, repeating the same adventures, talking to the same people who always said the same things. I have fought ARKHAOS dozens of times now, and I have existed in thousands of alternative timelines. I would travel to a time before young me originally arrived and establish myself as Professor Thorne, the new ecstatic professor to the region. I continue to do that for years, while still traversing time and space with your help. And one day I realized that I had put an end to it all, and I had my fill of ego. It was finally time to wake up. I thought that I could give you the adventure we craved and ended up with a big climactic battle. It would satisfy us enough to snap out of it. I had hoped that in the transition after the reset, I would have convinced you once and for all to wake up and go back home. But here you are, yet again, not satisfied with your own world, so you've returned to the one we made up. I suppose we just move ahead with what we always do then. Finish exploring Egho with any other realities within reach. Since I've used ARKHAOS to reset reality, we shouldn't have to worry about Team Fate interviewing for some time. In this reality, you just became the Trident Tower champion. No one in Egho knows about what happened with future you or the space-time deities. I also went ahead and returned the trophy to the museum with a new piece of Arcanium that looks like the ARKHAOS shard. They didn't seem to notice, so I guess you're kind of free to do whatever. When you want, come meet me in the lab. I have some cool upgrades to show you. Do I get my Pokemon? PC doesn't seem to be working. What are the upgrades? There are 2 main upgrades, but you have to step into the machine to see them. I'll do it. Welcome to the virtual briefing room. This is upgrade number 1. I've created an efficient user interface to aid you in traveling the multiverse. From now on, you can come and go as you please when it comes to reality hopping missions. This will kind of be like your headquarters to see what scenarios are available for you to take part in. As you're out and about Egho, I'll be able to keep updates with any realities we uncover. That's where upgrade number 2 comes into play, the exosuit. The suit you're wearing has been upgraded. You can wear it when you leave here, assuming you don't care if people stare at you. The upgraded suit has pathfinding feature that help you scale the sides of cliffs. I call it the rock climb feature. It also has been insulated to protect you from extreme temperatures. Any place that would normally be too hot or cold is now accessible. It's got a built-in thermal scanner as well, which will allow you to see things that would normally be invisible. Might be good for hunting Kecleon. And that's it. Take a look around and see if there are any missions you want to partake in, or take the suit off to test drive around Egho. The choice is yours. And I was able to recover some TMs you seem to have lost in the transition back. I've added those to your inventory. I'll be on the other end of your computer if you need me. So, I have these 2 Pokemon. I have my TMs. And it seems as though some sort of egg materialized. I've been able to deduce that it was generated from some sort of malfunction in the code. I urge you to take it. Who knows what it'll hatch from? A digital egg. And it seems as though, oh, I can access Thorne's PC. Okay, so that's my PC of all my old friends. And my PC. Interesting. So I can get my old friends back. Although they did all kind of die on me. We've got 2 main things to accomplish if you want to face ARKHAOS. We need to jump from our dimension to another in order to start causing a disruption in the flow of reality. It won't take much. I've got 2 missions ready that will fulfill the requirement of the disruption. The other task is you have to obtain and learn how to play the Azure Flute. Don't worry, as long as you're wearing the exosuit, it'll help you play any tune you hear automatically. The last place we saw the Azure Flute was with Koba for the summoning of Palkia in the Koros Festival. If you're lucky, maybe you convince him to give it to you. Once you've got the flute, seek out a competent flute player while wearing the exosuit so that you can learn how to play it like a musician. For both of those things, I would start off in Eco Rock Town. Check out the other available tasks. Some of them will be necessary in you getting to ARKHAOS. Okay, so there's a lot to kind of unpack here, but it seems as though this game has an extensive post-game, and if you guys want to see it, let me know in the comments section below. I want to see a lot of hype in the comments if you want to see the post-game, and I guess we can dive in. I guess it kind of works out that I wasn't super ahead because I want to see the comments. I want to see what your thoughts are, because normally I don't play post-games, but this one is intriguing nonetheless. So I'm going to call it here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite Pokemon was in the playthrough, and if I do continue the post-game, do I use the Pokemon that all died against ARKHAOS, or do I start from scratch? I don't even know. I mean, it seems like I may need the Pokemon. Do I Nuzlocke? I don't really know what I'm gonna do next, so I need your thoughts. Let me know in the comments section below. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and that is Pokemon Infinity. Peace.
Butterfree, go!